Welcome back to the Bunny Barn. Today we are going to do a My Life in Movies tag. And this was, I don't know who started, but the one I saw do the tag is Emma from Spooky Astronauts. If you guys don't know who she is, I'll leave the link below. And I like watching her videos a lot. If you watch horror movies and you're a horror movie fan, I recommend her to watch. Also, I noticed I got some new subscribers. Hello. And in case you're wondering what is that, that is Esmeralda. It's just a Pantera, what's it called? A Pantera flag poster thing. Yeah, I think you can see it. Okay. So anyways, yeah, that's who she is. One time, the reason where I got her name was because I had a little contest before the holidays because I needed to name her, and I had a little contest on YouTube, and whichever name that picked out of a hat or something like that wins. And yeah, I sent like a little giveaway. So back to this, I'm going to read off the questions from my planner right here. So if you see me look down, as always, that's why. Not trying to be rude or anything. Number 1, first steps. The first film you remember seeing as a kid. Really, it's going to be anything Disney, because that's just what my mom had me watch. It was that or the Care Bears 2 movie. Like, if we're really going to talk about, like, you know, human movies, I can't really remember, like, you know, with, like, you know, real life people, to tell you the truth. Oh god, I was just like a kid. So I mean, the only thing I could think of is it was probably horror movies, because I grew up with 2 older brothers. So and there's like a huge age gap between us, so you could imagine how they try to scare me. I just can't remember which horror movie at all. So oh god, I'm gonna guess it was something probably on the TV. I do remember at one time as a kid seeing Elvira, but I don't know what it was. So yeah, I'm just gonna say Disney films. Teenage crush. Which actor, actress did you have a crush on? My Bradley. 3, bad choices. A movie you watched and end up enjoying even though you wanted to hate it. Okay, this is gonna sound really bad because I know like a lot of people love this movie, or at least the first one. I have to say Jaws 2. Now, I've never seen the first one. It's not that I hate it or anything like that. It's just I'm a person when it comes to really big mainstream overhyped movies, I turn the other way. Like, I try to turn the other way as much as I can, just because it's overhyped and I hear it so much, and you know, I just usually do the opposite. So Jaws, I mean, I could understand why people like Jaws a lot, but I just was like, you know, like, I guess underwater horror films don't really interest me as much. When I kind of think about it, that's not really on my list. But one time I saw Jaws 2 with my mom. She was watching it because my mom and dad like Jaws. So the second one was on, and I was just right there sitting down watching it with her, and I was like, I'm not gonna like this. I'm gonna get bored. I'm not gonna enjoy this movie. And I end up actually quite enjoying it. And that's just the second one. That's not the first one. So I'm actually now thinking of giving the first one a try. Number 4, first date. When you went on a first date, what movie did you see? I think one time when I went on a date, it was like a double date. We went to go see the movie Men Who Stare at Goats. Do any of you guys remember that? Can't even remember what it was really about. It was funny though, but I can't really remember at all. But yeah, the only reason why we saw that movie was because my friend who came on a double date with us was little chicken shit, and she wouldn't see Paranormal Activity and was ruining it for everybody. Comforts. What movie reminds you of time with your family? I'm gonna have to say the vacation movies, the ones with Chevy Chase in it, like the regular Vacation and Christmas Vacation was our favorite. I don't like the Las Vegas one. Fuck that shit. That one was just, I mean, it was a good waste of time, I guess, but it was like nowhere near funny as those two. I haven't seen European Vacation at all whatsoever. But definitely like Vacation and Christmas Vacation will have to be our favorite. I know that's like a little weird, like you watched that with your parents. Well, I watched it with my mom. I didn't see it with my dad. My dad wasn't really that into it. But yeah, we always call Six Flags Wally World because technically from what I heard, they filmed at Six Flags Magic Mountain, so I always just call it like Wally World. Was like my brother, I remember whenever he'll take us to Six Flags Magic Mountain, he'll be like, we're going to Wally World, and I knew right away where we were going. We were going to Six Flags. First, Heartbreak. What movie really upset or hit you more than you thought? It doesn't really have to be like, you know, like a heartbreak movie, like, you know, like a boyfriend or a girlfriend might have broken up with you, and then you've seen a movie and it reminds you of that. It's not really, I don't think it was really based on that kind of subject. It could be like anything that just like, you know, really like, you know, upsets you, I guess. But I think the movie will have to be Midori Soju Tsubaki. It's a anime horror film, and I'm pretty good at horror movies. Yes, there's some shit, I'll admit, I just don't want to see or waste my time with. I definitely don't like those guyish horror films. I don't like those ones at all. But that movie, Midori, that one really hit me hard. And I love Martyrs and freaking A Serbian Film. Those are my two favorite movies. I love the French cinema. Like, they have really good horror stuff. This one, because, I mean, I'll leave the link below. And I even did a video on talking about it during the month of October. It just disturbed me on so many levels, and it just like I didn't even want to finish watching the movie, but I had to do the review. I just did not. It just bothered me so badly, and it put me in such a depression. Like oh god, from now on when I see some of these depressing ass films, I need a bottle of whiskey next to me. But it was just really bad. I don't want to ever see it again, that's for sure. It's not like Martyrs, like it's hard to rewatch that film, but you'll enjoy it. But it's just hard to rewatch. It's not like something something you need to be in the mood for. Basically, Midori was just like, I don't ever want to see that shit again. It's like I don't. I mean, I don't know what else to say. It's really hard for me to watch it. It is on YouTube. You can find it on YouTube, and it's only like I think 45 minutes to film, and that's because I've said it before. The creator has some of the footage stolen from him, and it got destroyed. And I was like, well, shit. If what I just saw was bad enough, I could just imagine what got destroyed. And I mean, really, everything happens in the first 5 minutes, and you just like, I mean, I remember I was like, I'm done, but I had to watch it. I wanted to do the 13 horror movies of the month or whatever I was doing. I forgot what I was doing, but moving on. Leaving home. What movie was the first you watched without your family? I'm still at home. But I think the only way to answer that, I mean, you know, a movie that I saw without my parents, I guess you could say, I must have been a teenager. I think I want to say like 17 or 16. I'm going to go ahead and just say Cruel Intentions, just because that's the only movie I could think of. But I'm pretty sure there was other films that I wasn't supposed to watch that I just... Yeah, I'm going to say like maybe Gladiator, actually. And let me change my mind. Gladiator. Because I remember my parents didn't want me to watch that. And I was like, I think 12 years old. And they're like, no, you can't watch that. There's a lot of blah, 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 blah. But then eventually it came on TV and I watched it. It was like a year later. Times. What movie do you watch the most and why? Back then, oh god. I don't rewatch a lot of movies anymore because there's always something new I want to like watch. But back in high school, it was definitely the movie Mean Girls and anything with Brad Pitt in it. Almost anything with Brad Pitt. Some of his stuff is a little bad, but there was definitely those gems that I like a lot. Especially Troy, because you know he shows his ass. But right now, I think maybe a movie I put back on every now and then is The Guest. Now, learn a new language. What is your favorite non-English movie? Probably a Serbian film. Number 10, Can't Leave the Sofa. What TV series got you hooked? Right now will have to be Rurouni Kenshin, just because it's on Netflix. It was, I remember when I was a kid, it would be on Toonami, but at that time I didn't have cable, so I would always go to my brother's house and watch it. But obviously I never catched every episode, so right now that's on Netflix, so I've been watching that. There's just a lot of episodes though per season. I think it's like 32 episodes. And I guess like the usuals that I'm always watching I Love Lucy. That's like my favorite show right there. And I'm always watching Sons of Anarchy. I don't really like watching that much TV. There's a lot of TV shows I know a lot of people like to watch, and I don't. Like, I couldn't get into Games of Thrones. I tried watching it. I was just like, I'm done. I didn't care for it whatsoever. Which is funny because people keep telling me I look like that one blonde lady. I don't know who. Day, what movie do you watch if you don't feel well to cheer you up? I don't think I really watch movies when I'm sick because I'm trying to sleep as much as I can. I'll probably, like, I think that is like the one time I will watch a TV show. I like watching, it's an old show, but I like watching Mama's Family. Oh God, that lady just cracks me up. When I get old, I want to act like her. I want to be her. It's like, oh God, she just still gets lit and everything by drinking. I love it. I really love that little old lady. I should be her for Halloween. But I love Mama's Family. I know that's not a movie, but that's a show that I'm always watching. And I haven't gotten sick for like 2 years, and hopefully it continues. That's, you know, that strong streak of mine. But I'm guessing if it had to be something that I had to choose from, it would definitely be Mama's Family. Looking to the future, what movies are you looking forward to seeing? No freaking clue. I'm just gonna leave it there. I have no freaking clue. If only, number 13, what old movie do you want to see remake? I feel like pretty much Hollywood has raped almost all of our old classic movies. Not all of them, but I'm gonna be a total dick, and I am gonna hit the ones that they haven't remade yet, and I know will piss everybody off. And I'm gonna go ahead and say Jaws. I mean, I know we've gotten many, like, you know, underwater creatures movies of sharks and stuff like that. Like, I forgot what was the one with LL Cool J. Sure, there's plenty of shark movies, you know, like Sharknado and stuff like that. But we never got a remake of Jaws. And I guarantee you, I bet in 5 years, somebody's going to try to touch that movie. Somebody. I mean, I think I've heard of people talking about how they wanted to remake it, but nobody has gotten their hands on it yet. But I'm going to say Jaws, and I'm going to say the first 2 Star Wars films, A New Hope and The Empire Strikes Back. So y'all are going to hate me because I said that, but it's just, come on, eventually when we get old, you know they're going to ruin it for us anyways. I mean, look what they've done so far. So don't be surprised if they touch this. I mean, pray to whoever you want that they don't touch it. But, you know, Hollywood ran out of ideas, okay? Number 14, End of the Road. What 3 films do you think you will always enjoy? You only want me to pick 3? Geez, I don't know. Probably Drive. I'm always going to enjoy that one. I'm gonna go ahead and say Drive just because that's my favorite movie, and say The Guest because that is definitely a good movie right there that everybody needs to see. If you found Drive boring because you're more of that action paced type of person, then I kind of recommend The Guest a little bit more. You know, if you need like a lot of action, so then I definitely recommend The Guest. But oh, okay, I know this is like really sappy, but Gone with the Wind. I usually don't like romance movies, but it's like, I like Clark Gable. He's just badass. If I could be a man, I want to be him. It's like, I just like Clark Gable. So yeah, definitely Gone with the Wind. It's something that I'm never going to get tired of, but it's like a 5-hour movie, so I don't want to watch it all the time. Thanks for watching, and like I said, anybody could do this. Tag everybody. I don't care. But yeah, if you guys want to do this, then let me know so I can go and watch your videos. So yeah, y'all have a good day and a happy Easter. I'll talk to y'all later.